Warning, this video is not targeted to kids and may be inappropriate to younger audiences. Your discretion is advised. Alright, hello dudes and dudettes. Okay then, it's your favorite Rager Gamer Mix 17 here, and I am back once again for another Subnautica Let's Explore. Now, today we are of course going to be going over the Grand Reef. Man, I have been not exactly too excited to explore this thing because this thing's huge. And also, by the way, it's actually relatively close to the Cragfield. That is it right there. The Grand Reef is just south of the entire play area, or whatever you want to call it. In fact, it's one of the two most southern biomes. Which that means we go. You know, I'm not gonna make that joke. I wouldn't even be able to make it funny. Anywho, pretty sure someone in the comments will be able to make it funny. So yeah, the Grand Reef. The general area that you'll be able to know that you made it to one part of the Grand Reef is when you start seeing these orbs here, which are called... what are you called again? Anchor pods. That's when you'll know that you've come across them, especially when the atmosphere changes color. Now, this area is huge, like I said, and will you get away from me? You're not even in the right biome. You went, never mind, you're in the somewhere in the right biome. Anywho, oh, I was looking for this crevice. Anywho, like I was saying, now the Grand Reef actually runs from the surface-ish, kind of, but kind of mostly starts generally around, you know what, I don't know, it just starts at the surface all the way down to 480 meters, which is quite deep, as you can clearly tell. And of course it has this big old wall which kind of borders up against, I think, if I'm not mistaken, another biome, but then it also kind of turns into the Grand Reef as well. So yeah, let's go. The Grand Reef of course has limestone, sandstone, and shell outcrops with a few thermal vents, 5 of them to be exact, an alien vent entrance, and of course, as you can clearly see, some large wrecks. In fact, 2 to be specific, that you will easily come across when you first try to get here. In fact, that's typically how it works. The majority of people come across these. This one first and then the other one. The only enemies that you'll come across is actually a few now that I think about it, and also while I look at my notes. Obviously, for one thing, this biome is home to 2 ghost leviathans. I think one of them being a juvenile. I don't know about the other one yet. They might both be juveniles. Let me see my notes. Nope, it's that there is an adult. Or maybe it is a juvenile. I don't know. I should have been more specific on that. Oh well. But it's home to 2 juveniles. 2 juvenile delinquents. And oh wow, look over there, off to the distance. Oh, that thing disappeared. Okay then. And of course the other thing, whatever it's called, it's the thing. The crab squid, thank you. Jesus. Oh wow, I never even noticed this part. I gotta be careful where I'm going. Which of course has its own little network of caves. If you just keep going downward, you'll come across these caves, of course. Which has its little Degassi base. One of the few Degassi bases, of course, to continue on the story. Which is this here. This little cave here. So yeah, it's a very small little area, very interesting to check out in case you ever want to. But yeah, that's really it there. I don't know about the thermal vents though. Should have probably kept track of those, but most likely we'll come across a few. Now then, which direction am I facing? I know I'm facing southwest, but it's always best to take a look at your surroundings. Because if I'm not mistaken, yep, towards this direction, as expected. Towards this direction, you'll come across the second large wreck, if I'm not mistaken. And of course, you'll also come across our good friend, Ghost Leviathan, somewhere. There you are. Yeah, this Grand Reef is huge. Oh, hey, look, we found a few. Nice, 2 different colors, by the way. Ah, look at the spike of temperature. I heard that cry, and I don't like it. But yeah, this is the entirety of the Grand Reef. The thing is huge. Literally, for the longest time, I never even traveled through the whole thing because of how huge this thing was. I couldn't ever find the ending or anything like that. Instead, I would just stay within a general area that I knew of, and that's it. Let's see, that's the crack field. Let me take my look. Oh yeah, so I forgot about this, but if there's like nothing to kill me, I don't think there should be anything to kill me. I think I should be safe, because if I'm not mistaken, much like the signs of reef-back leviathans, most of the time when it comes to seeing reef-backs, that you know that area is generally safe, with the exception of, like, I think, what was that? Oh, I think it was actually them. With the exception of like 2 biomes, I think. Yeah, I think it's 2 biomes, or 1, I can't remember. But here as well, we have the Sea Treader's Path. Which, yep, that was them, okay. Which, for anyone who doesn't remember, the Sea Treaders are actually Leviathan class, which are sea floor bedded? Does that make sense? Does that make sense? Don't know. But yeah, fun little creatures to observe and obtain any fun resources that they drop. Or, of course, just to observe. Just don't get too close in front of them or agitate them, because then they will kick you. And that's always a fun little sight to see. But yeah. Generally along this area is safe for the most part. Now then, oh, I was about to say, that's a huge thing now, it's just because that thing was in the way. Okay, time to continue onward. I'm telling you, this thing is huge, with a whole bunch of structures too. But I gotta be careful because I know I'm approaching another area that has like, I think that's the void. That's the void. Alright, so we're at the edge, which means we're actually a little safe. Just a little bit. Not too much. Really, we're not safe at all anywhere. But yeah, I know that this one of these areas has an interesting rock structure. I don't think this is it, though. I mean, regardless, this is actually very interesting, because look at this rock structure. But yeah, oh, we're still at the edge. Okay then. Yeah, I need to make sure I don't go too far, because if I do, I'm going to accidentally end up in the other two biomes, which are to the left of it, right? Yeah. So yeah, I need to get my bearings right. Okay, so I now see where I have to go, and I don't like the path I need to go. Okay, so north is there. I gotta make sure I don't go too north, because that would be a disaster. So that means I need to go... Yep, it's over there. Oh no. Oh no. Oh. Okay. So, for anyone who's wondering why I'm hesitating to go over there, it's because there's a ghost leviathan there. Yeah. There's a ghost leviathan within this general area. Oh, I think I found an interesting rock structure. Or one of them. Yeah, I honestly do not know how these things stand. I don't understand how some structures can work in... Oh, thank God. Others won't. So yeah, that's more of the sea treader's path, which is interesting all on its own. I swear, I think I should make like a whole video dedicated to the sea treader's path by itself, just to see where, just to show where that thing stretches. Because I know yeah, I'll get into that some other time. But yeah, we're in like some weird area right now. I gotta remember. Oh, I think I know where I'm at. Ah, man, I don't like this. Because the Grand Reef is, as the name suggests, it's grand, it's huge. And it's dangerous. Ah, everything's loading. Okay, so more of the thing. Oh, and yep, there it is. Yeah, the Grand Reef has very interesting rock structures. With a few areas where it kind of dips down into the caves. But yeah, this tall structure, which is incredible, if it wasn't so terrifying to be within this area, is a very good, cool thing to see all on its own. Just trying to, okay, so there we go. Borderline. Oh, I thought this was the other structure. Oh, it might be in a different biome then. Oh, there it is. We're chill, right? You shouldn't, actually, you shouldn't even attack me. Because I'm creative. The only things that attack me would be in my vehicles because of how entity spawned stuff and like that. But yeah. I think that actually is the end of this area, because any further I'm going to end up in the next biome. So, yeah. Somehow I dodged the ghost leviathan? I don't know how, and I don't care how. I'll be proud of that and take it as it is. Unless I didn't, and I just didn't go far enough. Actually, no, I don't need my notes. Just set that aside so it's not balancing on my leg. Alright, back to safety we go. Anywho, I think this is where I'm gonna end off the episode, right? Yeah. Why not? And I don't even know what I said beforehand. Oh well. Thank you everyone for joining me in this grand adventure of Subnautica Let's Explore. Hopefully you learned something. Because I sure No, I didn't. Oh, because I already learned all this stuff, all because I wanted to go off exploring in survival mode. Uh, Goodbye.